Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SideLine Sports. This is our Week 16 Pick-Ems. I'm your one of the co-hosts, Kal, and I'm with my other co-host, AB. AB, how's it going, man?
What's going on, Cal? Just another week, bro. I'm sad, man. The NFL season's almost over with, but got to make the most of whatever games are left.
It is, yeah. But on the bright side, we got 4 straight days of football this week, so that's exciting. And
Absolutely.
Holidays coming up, so happy holidays to everybody. And all right, let's get into it. You ready?
Yep.
All right, first game on the schedule, we got Minnesota Vikings, the 6-8 Minnesota Vikings at the 10-4 New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna start with you. Who do you got?
I'm actually going to take the Saints in this one. I mean, it shouldn't be surprising to anybody. They're just clicking right now. I think that they're fighting for home field advantage in the NFC. I think that this is a big game for them, even though they definitely have secured like some kind of playoff spot, in my opinion. I definitely think that they still have a big goal in mind, which is that home field advantage. So I'm going to take New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm going to go with New Orleans as well. If this was the playoffs, I would definitely take Minnesota because they've been owning the Saints in the playoffs the past couple of years. But for regular season purposes, I'm going to go with the Saints, even though I still think they should start Taysom Hill over Drew Brees. But that's why I'm just a fan. I'm not Sean Payton here. Next game on the schedule, we have the 9-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 5-9 Detroit Lions. Go ahead, AB.
I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this one. I think the Lions are in a sad state of football right now. Tampa Bay seems to be clicking at the right time of year, looking like a strong team leading into also in the NFC South too. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with that division. But I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady is built for this moment. He knows he has to win. I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think Tom Brady wants, that higher seed. He knows what it's all about. Detroit, I just feel like they should just lose out the rest of the season if they can. But I'm going with the Buccaneers on this one. And the next game on the schedule, we have the 5-9 San Francisco 49ers at the 8-6 Arizona Cardinals. Go ahead, AB.
I'm taking the Cardinals in this one. I think the Cardinals are trying to secure one of the wild card spots. I don't know if they are going to, but I think with Cliff Kingsbury and with Kyler Murray at quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver, I think there's just an overpowered offense for this 49ers defense, so I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Yeah, and, the 49ers were officially eliminated from the playoff contention last week, but I'm going to go with Arizona, too. I feel like, they're balling out, man. They had a shootout with Philadelphia last week, and they got it done. Kyler Murray's balling out, man. DeAndre Hopkins is on a whole nother level. I think the clear-cut number one wide receiver right now. Man, that guy balls out no matter who's his quarterback. And, I think they want to prove something this year. So I think that, they're going to win this game and they're going to make some noise in the playoffs, I think. Then next games, last game of the Saturday night games are the 9-5 Miami Dolphins at the 7-7 Oakland Raiders. Go ahead with this one.
Ooh, you said Oakland. It's Las Vegas Raiders. It's cool. I do it too, bro. I literally do it too. I'm
an OG fan, bro.
I know, bro. You can't shake it. You literally can't shake it. I'm gonna take the Dolphins in this one. That defense, I think that all aspects of the game, they're performing well. I think that Tua is showing up to be exactly what they thought that he was going to be. I think that defense, so many key pieces. I just think that this is overmatched. Did you see? Is Derek Carr playing? Is he injured, or they're still rocking with Mariota?
They're seeing how he goes in practice, questionable type stuff right now.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if that's the case, I'm definitely going to go with. Not that Marcus Mariota didn't ball out, but I'm still going to go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I feel like I say this every week, but Miami plays so great in all three sides of the ball: offense, defense, special teams. They're coming off that big win against New England, and they knocked New England out of the playoffs. The last time Miami ever knocked New England out of the playoffs, I don't know if it ever happened, but if it has not been recently. So that's a lot of momentum for them. They're 9-5, obviously, playoff contention team. Oakland, man, I don't know what's going on with them. Them and the Steelers just kind of lost their mojo after, midway through the season. But I'm going with Miami on this one. Oh, speaking of the Steelers, first game on this Sunday schedule, we got the 10-4 Indianapolis Colts at the 11-3 game losing streak Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm let you go on with this one.
Oh man, what a fall from grace for the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Man,
honestly, to
right?
see what they've come to. It's crazy that at this point there are even discussions of should Mike Tomlin be fired after this season if they don't take it all the way and actually make it to a Super Bowl and win it. Guys never had a losing season, so the fact that these discussions are even happening is absolutely insane. But with that being said, I'm taking the Colts, man. I like what they're doing down there. They got a special team. They're all playing for each other. Like, I think every week they know that they rely on that defense. That offense doesn't get nearly enough credit, but they've been getting it done. The run game with Jonathan Taylor, is that his name, from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Dude is a beast, bro. T.Y. Hilton's still showing he's got it. Phillip Rivers actually playing really good football. I'm gonna take the Colts in this one.
Yeah, and they got that crazy three-headed backfield. They got like Nyheim Hines, Jordan Wilkins, sprinkle him in there. Jonathan Taylor, the lead back over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. So the Steelers, obviously 3-game losing streak, not really facing crazy defenses, and now you're on a 3-game losing streak. Juju is still fucking making TikTok videos on opponents' logos, and now you're going to face a real defense now. You know what I mean? Obviously, the Colts, that whole team is based around that defense. Old Man Rivers, being a Ryan Tannehill there, I feel like, like a game manager, just don't turn the ball over. Yeah, I'm going with Colts on this one. I feel like I could see the Steelers just losing out. Who do they face next week? I don't know, but it's crazy how they go from 11-0. I felt like, they had a super easy schedule. They were kind of overrated, I felt like, and now they're really being exposed. Okay, and then we got the second game in the schedule is the 4-10 Atlanta Falcons, who blow my mind, at the 13-1 reigning Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs. AB, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you give your thoughts on this one. I think it's pretty clear. I'm gonna take the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs too. I got them to win the Super Bowl as well. The best team in the AFC and the whole NFL. Atlanta just straight blowing leads. Like, they don't want to win. I feel like when they have a lead, like, Atlanta should never have a 20-point lead or more, because if I am a Falcons fan, I did not like it. They got it knocked down. This whole offseason got knocked down, that whole organization. Please trade Julio Jones, man. Let my man go, ball out somewhere else. He deserves it. Yeah, this is Kansas City on this one. All right, there we go. Now we got my 7-7 playoff contention, Chicago Bears at the Trevor Lawrence favorite Jacksonville Jaguars. AB?
That's right. Talk that shit, because I would be too if I was. When I thought we were, I was talking all that shit. And honestly, I'm on the hype train. I'm with it. I really like how Mitch is playing. I think that you guys are single-handedly saving Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace's jobs with how you guys are playing the second half of the season. But I will tell you this. You guys are really putting it together at the right time of year. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys fucked around and ended up making it into the playoffs. And it would be pretty hype, low-key, because, like, I know two of the biggest Bear fans in the world. So to see that playoff push and to see how y'all guys would be lit through it, like, I'm with it. I'm here for it.
All right, so real quick, this is my thing. This is such a Chicago Bear thing to do, though. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys just suck all season. You go 5-1, lose 6 in a row, and now it's like we're talking about firing the general manager and the head coach and getting rid of Mitch, and now it's just like, oh, now we're gonna potential playoff fight. I could see in the offseason, I'm gonna wake up one day, Adam Schefter announces Bears extend Matt Nagy, Trubisky, and Ryan Pace, and it's gonna just fucking blow my mind. I love the Bears. Of course, I want to see them, but you're not going to do anything in the playoffs. So just, lose. But, winning culture in Chicago, where the fuck we developed that from, I don't know. I mean, the Bears are going to win this game. I think they're going to really rock them because they got a lot of momentum. Jacksonville is now the favorite for Trevor Lawrence since New York won last week. So I feel like Jacksonville is just like, let's throw this game. Bears want to win. Jacksonville wants to lose. Perfect matchup for both teams. The Chicago Bears are going to win this game. Man, it's blowing my mind. Next, we got the 3-10-1 Cincinnati Bengals at the 4-10 Houston Texans. AB, go ahead, man.
Oh, man. Didn't the Bengals, low-key just put up a fight last week with Ryan? Who was their quarterback? Some no-name guy?
Ryan Finley.
Yeah, Ryan Finley. Dude, I don't know. These trash teams have so much heart, and I want to fucking see that out of a 3-10 team. Don't just roll over and die. With that being said, I am going to take the Texans in this one, but I do appreciate what they're doing down there in Cincinnati. They lost the number 1 overall draft pick, and they're still trying to win football games. So you have to respect that. But I'm going to take the Texans.
Yeah, so I feel like Ryan Finley is like, okay, I'm probably never going to play again once Burrow comes back. Let me ball out, maybe, get a free agent contract. You know what I mean? He just beat the 11-2 Steelers at the time. I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one, though, man. I feel like they got a lot of momentum. Even though the Steelers are overrated, they're still, a way better football team, in my opinion, than the Texans. Deshaun Watson, man, they got to look. We're looking for a quarterback in Chicago. These guys have the quarterback, and they cannot build around it. So it's like, that blows my mind, man. But I'm going with the Bengals on this one. Next, this is your team. We got the 5-9 playoff contention in the NFC East, New York Giants at the 9-5 Baltimore Ravens. AB, this is your team. Go ahead, man.
We're a long way from the road to 9-7. We fell off. The bus broke down. The tires, all that bad shit.
Yeah.
And we're playing the Ravens this week. Lamar Jackson, even though in a down year, such a dangerous elite quarterback. At least without his arms, definitely with the run game. I do like our defense, but I just think with the Daniel Jones injury, Colt McCoy and his inconsistencies, we can't rely heavily on the run game. We keep like shifting out offensive linemen. I'm gonna take the Ravens. I want the Giants to win, but logically, I don't see how you could say otherwise.
I respect that because obviously, you're a big Giants fan, but you picked the Ravens. Man, that Monday night game, they had like 3 red zone trips where they scored 0 points. Like Joe Judge, you gotta kick some field goals right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, too much pride.
Yeah, but I'm going with the Ravens on this one. Now the AFC North is up, for grabs because Steelers are on this losing streak. Lamar's been balling out lately. I hope, for himself and for the Ravens, he can get back into that MVP form. The Giants, man, great defense. It's unfortunate, too many injuries for them. But yeah, I'm going with Baltimore on this one. The next game on the schedule, we have the 10-4, surprisingly, Cleveland Browns at the 1-13 New York Jets. Can I start with this one?
Go for it.
Yeah, so I think the Browns are going to, do some real work. I just think they're going to destroy them, to be honest with you. The Jets, man, you guys are just supposed to lose out. You guys end up beating the fucking Rams. Like, out of all teams, the Rams, you beat them completely. Now almost ruin your chances for the number 1 pick. Browns are balling out. Baker, man, I got to give props to Baker. I was never a Baker fan. I'm still not, on his wagon, but dude's balling out, proving out the doubters. I'm going Cleveland in this one, man. They have a chance for the AFC North. That's definitely in the back of their mind, and they want to prove a lot of people wrong, so.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Browns in this one, too. Baker looked really good. Really, especially in the first half. I think he was 17 for 19, 160-something yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, really, showing to be, a number 1 overall draft pick. He's playing like it. I think, as much as it sucks to say, I think that Odell injury was the best thing to happen to them because it made them such, a all-around type of offense instead of forcing plays and forcing it to a particular player. Nick Chubb, whose jersey you got on right now, the playing out his mind. Kareem Hunt, just what they're doing down there. All credit to Stefanski, honestly. Yeah. You want to talk about turning around a losing culture in 1 year? Fucking incredible job. The Jets, I think that they did fuck themselves out of Trevor Lawrence. I think that they completely are out of. They are praying that Jacksonville somehow slips up and gets a win these last 2 weeks. But I do think that if they both finish with 1 win, I'm pretty sure it goes to Jacksonville. But the Rams, though, we'll get to them. But I'll take the Browns in this one.
The Jets fall number 2. Obviously, worst case scenario, they get that kid from Ohio State, Josh Fields, right? So, he's pretty good. But, just ain't no Trevor Lawrence. The next game, first afternoon game we got on our schedule is the 4-10 Carolina Panthers at the 6-8 Washington football team. I'm going to go Washington on this one. That defense, man, I think it's so underrated. They're so good. They got the division right now. They're in the lead in the AFC East. Definitely on their mind. Dwayne Haskins got to mature. I don't know if you heard about his situation he had this weekend with the strip club and all that. You got to mature about that. Unfortunate that Alex Smith got injured. I was really, hoping that he can be part of this playoff run with them. The Carolina Panthers, they're done for. No McCaffrey, a bunch of injuries and all that stuff. Go Washington in this one.
Yeah, honestly, that whole shit with Dwayne Haskins really doesn't bother. That's what he's gonna do at his age with money or whatever. I think it's more of an issue of not respecting the NFL's COVID protocols, not even trying to at least cover it up while you're doing what you're doing, whatever. But with that being said, you have to be 100% unbiased. The Washington football team playing great football right now. That defense is incredible. That defense is putting up more points than some offenses are every week. And it's I think this is kind of a bit of a revenge game for Ron Rivera playing his old team. He got replaced by Matt Rule, who obviously they're playing like shit this year. I think that there's a lot of extra intention behind it, other than obviously trying to win division, make their way into the playoffs. There's a little bit of like a heated backstory to it. So I'm going to take Washington football team. I wouldn't be surprised if they blew them out, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm going to take the Washington football team.
Yeah, I could see that. And with the back to the Dwayne Haskins thing real quick, if there was obviously no COVID, what he did would have been no issue at all. But the fact that, to clear it up, the fact that he went out put himself at risk, his whole team at risk. When you guys in it,
Exactly.
you have to win a division too. You have a chance to win a division, make some noise. And kid, you're about to start in the playoffs. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks. If, Alex Smith can't come back. Yeah, I know he's still young, early 20s, but you're in the NFL, man. Time to mature, grow up. Then the next game we got the 5-9 Denver Broncos at the 5-9 Los Angeles Chargers in the AFC West showdown. AB, go ahead, man.
I think this is a potential showdown of quarterbacks of the future for years to come. Drew Lock, Justin Herbert. I don't know what's been going on in Denver. They started off so iffy with all the COVID and the injuries and all the stuff that happened to them. Yeah. Drew Lock's been balling the last couple of weeks. Justin Herbert, obviously rookie sensation, probably the consensus rookie of the year. Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting game because I just want to see, you guys aren't playing for anything, but I just want to see how do you guys play knowing, this is another young quarterback, competition. I need to outperform him. I'm going to take the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, man, that kid's great. It's crazy how he ended up starting the season, getting the starting job because, Tyrod Taylor got, or not Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, it was Tyrod Taylor, right?
Yeah, it was.
He ended up getting, unfortunate that injury with his lung puncture. So that's amazing how Justin Herbert's just completely balling out. I think, the clear-cut offensive rookie of the year and the overall rookie of the year. Denver, man, I feel like they just got to, get it together somehow, somewhere. I always say Vic Fangio should not be a head coach. I think he should just become a defensive coordinator again, when he comes back to Chicago, which I would love, or Denver puts him there. Regardless, I think they need a new head coach out there, get some more extra pieces, get it together. But I'm going with Chargers on this one. Then next, we have another AFC East battle. We have the 4-9-1 new life Philadelphia Eagles at the 5-9 Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, because this is your division right here, so I'm going to let you go.
I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. Again, got to be unbiased. Jalen Hurts, really good football. I don't know if this is what you should expect from him every single week, but while he's doing it, you got to ride the hot hand. I think Dallas is absolutely eviscerated this year. This wasn't the year they were expecting to having at all. For all the injuries, the bad coaching in several different games, getting completely blown out, underperforming. I'm going to take the Eagles in this one.
Yeah, that Jalen Hurts, I feel like just revived that whole franchise, brought a whole new life to them on offense and defense. The guys look like they actually want to play. I'm going with the Eagles on this one as well. Even though I really don't feel like there's not really much on the line. I don't think Washington's going to blow this divisional lead. And I'm really excited for the Eagles, man. If they can get, maybe better off the line, if the actual wide receiver that can stay healthy, get Jalen Hurts some weapons, man, and I think that, they'll be pretty good. Next, there you go. Speaking of the Rams, we have the Los Angeles Rams sitting at 9-5 at the Seattle Seahawks are sitting 10-4. The Rams, I feel like if you run that game again with the Jets, the Rams win it. I want to say that. I just feel like it was just, I don't know what the fuck happened that game. But Seattle, man, I'm going to go with Seattle on this one. I feel like Jared Goff, man, just keeps getting exposed. If that defense can't hold it down, Jared Goff can't pick up the defense the way the defense picks up the offense, right? Seattle's balling out. They're going for that number one seed too in the NFC. Russell Wilson's balling out again, man. It's nice to see that. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Chris Carson, they're all clicking out. They all got healthy at the right time. I'm going to go with Seattle on this one.
Yeah, I think all year we've been saying that, the Rams are one of the biggest imposters, the biggest frauds in the league. And like you said, the Seahawks are playing really good at the right time of the year. I'm going to take Seattle on this one.
Yeah. Next, we have, this is the Sunday night game. We have the Tennessee Titans sitting at 10-4 at the 11-3 Green Bay Packers. AB, go ahead, man.
This is honestly my game of the week. I'm really excited to see this one. In a weird parallel universe, this could be a Super Bowl matchup. I don't know if you believe it. I don't know if anybody thinks there's any validity to that, but it could happen in a crazy world. I think you got two potential MVP candidates facing off against each other this week, but I'm going to take Rodgers, honestly. You really can't say that there's really much of a flaw to his game this season. I think this is another year, 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, some crazy, I don't know. He's like LeBron. It's like every time he steps onto the field, there's a new random record on a random Tuesday or something. It's like you can't fuck with the guy. I'm going to take the Packers in this one.
Then the older he gets, fine wine. The older he gets, the better he gets. I actually want to go with the Titans, man. I think they are the second best team in the AFC, behind the Chiefs, of course. I think Derrick Henry's got to be MVP, man. They don't do what they do. Tannehill doesn't look as good as he does without Derrick Henry in the backfield behind him. Packers, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, I probably should get MVP every single year because he's so good. But, man, Derrick Henry, that Tennessee, man, they're so, they play the game so right, They know what their main piece is, Derrick Henry. Tannehill knows, everybody knows their role. Tannehill knows his role, game manager. Derrick Henry knows his role. Carry the ball 30 times, stiff arm everybody in your way, hit the ball 200 yards, score 3 touchdowns. Defense, need a little bit of improvement, but, they get the job done. Mike Vrabel's a hell of a fucking coach. Packers, man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers won, of course, but I think I want to go Derrick Henry on this one, man. And then the last game on the schedule we have is the Monday night game between the 11-3 AFC East clinching Buffalo Bills at the eliminated 6-8 New England Patriots. AB, go ahead, man.
In a bad year, they're 6-8. They're almost at 500, which is crazy. But like you said, eliminated from playoff contention. How crazy would it be if the Bills just absolutely fucking embarrassed the Patriots on Monday Night Football after making sure that they won the division, and the Patriots being eliminated from playoff contention? It would just be crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Belichick came out and coached this game like it was the fucking Super Bowl, just to show them, y'all won the division, but we're going to embarrass you tonight. But Josh Allen is playing incredible football. Also another potential MVP candidate. I think you have to ride the hot hand again in this situation. I'm going to take Buffalo.
Yeah, I want to go Buffalo too. We haven't seen Bill Belichick eliminated from playoffs for so long, so I don't know if he's going to treat this game as let's just tank the last 2 games or fuck that, I'm going to go 500 to show them I can still go 500 without Tom Brady. But I think we do see that Brady was obviously the answer to the system, right? But yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills in this one. They're balling out of their minds. Josh Allen, you could be an MVP candidate, but it's amazing. They clinched. This is the first time that they clinched the AFC East, I feel like 25 years, they said. That's amazing, man. I really hope they can make some noise in the playoffs. They have a very, very bright future ahead of them in Buffalo with Josh Allen and that whole offense, man. They're clicking. It's awesome. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Week 16 Pick-Ems. Thank you guys for watching. I am one of the co-hosts, Kal. This is my other co-host, AB. Thank you for joining me tonight again, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Sir, and make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials at SLS Inc. And be on the lookout. We got some new content coming out, some awesome stuff. NBA season, just started. So, we're obviously gonna have a lot of basketball content going out, and it's gonna be a fun year coming up, man. So, happy holidays to everybody. Hope everybody stays safe and healthy. We'll see you guys next time.